Welcome back to another This Week in Warframe. It is currently July 30th, and we have a lot of exciting things to go over this week. So, we have Echoes of Deviri drop last week, which gave us the Jackal as an addition to the circuit runs. We have Wisp Prime, which you guys can farm right now, or even grab her Prime Access. We have quality of life changes that I've noticed are really nice. There's some really nice quality of life changes that happen, but we're not going to get into all that stuff right now. I do want to go over that we currently have for this 10-0 event. We are going to be hitting week 3 on August 3rd, which is this week. And what we're going to wind up seeing is these 3 missions that we can do. I kind of made a video about this already, but you're going to do the first mission and your reward is going to be a Noggle statue of Nihil. The second mission is going to reward you a Forma, which is good because it doesn't say it's a blueprint, so it's already built. And the third mission is going to reward you Nihil Recall Glyph. And the third mission will be repeatable. You can do this over and over again. Now, this is what we want to look for. When August 3rd happens and we can do this event, mission 3 right here is going to be Wolf of Saturn 6. If he drops parts, that is a really big deal because the Wolf of Saturn 6 having Wolf Sledge parts has not been farmable in a really long time. So you're going to be able to grab his parts and potentially make some decent platinum off of them. Depending on how easy this fight is, how long it takes, might be worth doing. We're going to find out, but even if you don't sell the parts then, you could still hold on to them for down the road in the future. Maybe just sell the parts 10 months from now. I know it sounds like a lot, but I mean, just trying to think about how to get the price to go up. But regardless, this may wind up being a mission that is worth farming. Now, I want to talk about Wisp Prime really quick, who just recently dropped this past week. And she dropped on Thursday, and she was farmable for the first time. And you guys were able to get her Fulman and her Gunson as well. And you could trade them in-game. And a lot of people that have been playing this game for a long time know that when something like this happens, when a Prime Access first comes into the game, that is a prime time for you to make a lot of platinum. However, I've noticed because I stream on Twitch, and, I have this YouTube content and everything, a lot of people talk about this with Wisp this past time, about how difficult it was to make platinum, and, how prices were just so low, and it shouldn't have been like that day one and all that. And I have, for a long time now, been doing coaching sessions to teach you guys how to make platinum in the game. The top 5 people that show up the most to those coaching sessions completely agreed that the prices were terrible day one for Wisp. And still, between all of them, they were all collectively able to make over 10,000 platinum just off of Wisp Prime. So if you want to really learn how to make a lot of platinum in this game without having to worry about ripping anybody off or doing anything crazy, there are methods, and you guys can learn all about that on my Patreon. Also want to point out that if you guys have been looking to farm Banshee or Mirage, you have less than a week left to do that, because soon we're going to have our next offering of Rhino and Nyx Prime Dual Pack, which is in about 3.5 days from when I'm posting this video. So if you still need a Mirage or a Banshee, you got to get on that. Go visit Varzia, grab all the relics you need for the parts that you think are the hardest to get. And then we're going to have Rhino and Nyx coming out. Call this week is on the Grineer base on Earth. He has Deathless, Defeat Sprag, Call Go Fast, Rescue Ostrons, Scavenge Damage Thumper, and Zap Deacon's Good. Chipper this week has himself an Amber Archon Shard, which means we're probably going to see a Crimson Archon Shard here. The Archon, yes, we have a Crimson Archon Shard. That is a mobile defense, disruption, and a showdown against Amar. And then we also, let's put this on Steel Path, we have weekly reminder to do the Ayatan Treasure with Maru. For Steel Path incursions, we have Exterminate, Exterminate, Interception, Mobile Defense, and Survival. As far as invasions goes, there's a Daravandal Receiver versus a Karak Wraith Barrel. And that is currently really all that matters. As far as the sortie today was a mobile defense, a spy, and an assassination. As far as the weekly reset for Nightwave, we are looking at... Oh my god, it's been a while, I guess, since I've been here. Okay, it's really been a while since I've been... Can we just get on with it? Thank you. We have Survival. Complete a survival mission reaching at least 30 minutes. Complete 8 Railjack missions. Unlock 4 Dragon Key Vaults on Deimos. Complete 5 scans for Cephalon Samaris. Polarize a weapon companion or warframe, and complete 3 spy missions, complete 3 exterminate missions, complete a mission with only a melee equipped, and then today's daily is interact with your Kubro or Kavat. Super easy. Credit offerings this week in Nightwave, we're looking at Sprint Boost, Shotgun Scavenger, Loot Detector, and Steel Charge. Steel Charge, I'm gonna have to stock up on. This has been selling. You see how it says 13 of those? I was up to like 25, so this definitely sells if you're looking to make extra plat. Loot Detector should sell as well. Sprint Burst should sell as well. Shotgun Scavenger, maybe it'll sell, but I wouldn't stock up on a lot of these. Steel Charge is your #1 go for this week if you're making platinum. Brainstorm for the Ricotta. We have Double Tap for the Latron. And we have Purging Slash for Excalibur. Alright, we have the brand new Deviri Incarnon weapons. The Boar, the Gammacor, the Anku, the Gorgon, and the Angstrum. They are all currently here. And it shows you what weapons you can put them on and everything. And in a little bit, we're going to go check out that, ask me later. We're going to go check out in a little bit what Cavalero has, or the price on those, because we're supposed to be able to buy them with platinum now. Just those specifically, not all of the Incarnon Adapters. But for the circuit this week, for normal, we have Ash, Frost, and Nyx. Krethus this week has a Forma blueprint for 10 Pathos clamps, and we are totally going to grab that. We have an Orokin Catalyst blueprint for 20 Pathos clamps. We're going to grab that. We have a secondary Arcane Adapter for 25 Pathos clamps. I'm going to hold off on that because we can get them from Teshin, I believe, cheaper. For the Arcane, we have Secondary Outburst for 10 Pathos clamps. And then we have the typical 5,000 Kuva, 5,000 Kuva as well. Fast travel to Cavalero to see his Incarnon Market. This is just added, so I'm going to check out these prices. Nice! That is not expensive. That is not expensive at all. Oh, I was so happy. Chat and I were talking all day about, like, what if it's like 300, 400? Yo, man, it's going to cost 1,000 platinum for these Incarnon Adapters. That is fantastic. And it includes the Pathos Clamps, the Ruin Marrow, the Tosomi Extract. So all the resources that you would need to put these on your weapon, it includes them. So that's awesome. I wonder if we can purchase more than one at a time. Let's see. If I go to purchase this, could I purchase another one? Can I put that? Oh, I forgot, Boar. Yeah. Purchase owned. Can I purchase another one? It says owned. You could only purchase one of these. I wonder if that's just per week or not. So there's like Boar and there's the Boar Prime, right? I don't know. I guess we'll find out as time goes on. Maybe you could only buy these once and then I have to farm the extras out. We'll see. Well, let's go check out what Yanta has this week, because every week she got something that we want to be here for. Which is that 35,000 sweet Kuva for 5 Void Plume Pinions. And if you guys are running low on Void Plume Pinions, just know that every 8 hours in-game you can come here and buy a Void Plume Pinion from her. So I do recommend checking that every time you're on the game. Just swing by Yanta, grab one of these. It'll help you in the long run. Teshin this week has a Veiled Riven Cipher, which we're going to grab, and he also has 30,000 Endo for 150 Steel Essence, so spend it if you got it. And everybody's favorite butt plug this week has, let's see, browse merchandise. A Tenet Ferox, 30% Toxin. Toxin good for Ferox, 30% could be better. We have a Grigori, 59% cold. You might as well. You were one fusion away from this one being capped out at 60%. It doesn't matter that it's cold. You should grab this and fuse the appropriate thing you want on it later. We have, which might actually be cold now that I think about it. We'll get that. We'll look that up later. Toxin, 25% for the Livia. We have Radiation, 26%. And we have Electricity, 31% on the agendas. So really the best thing he has right now is the Grigori, which is cold. Paladino this week has 2 Riven mods, so remember to check those out. I'm going to see what we got here. A Pistol Riven, we take those. And the next one is a Melee Riven. We take those. What a great week. We have 35,000 Kuva also for 10 Riven Slivies, so if you haven't picked that up, you might as well. And 150,000 credits, which you might as well pick up if you got them. You got them to spend. And last but not least, we're going to check invigorations for the week. These are going to be different for everybody, but it's your reminder to check these out. We have Volbin Prime with 200% ability strength and 25 heal rate. Trinity with 200% primary crit chance and +2 energy rate. And Atlas with 100% ability duration and 75% ability efficiency. That wraps up this week in Warframe. Thank you guys for watching. Love your faces. Be sure to stop by on Twitch and come hang out with us. And you can ask any questions you want or anything you want to talk about or even play the game with us. But that's all for now. Love your faces. See you later.